Adjoint of certain matrix P is given as 1 4 4 2 1 7 1 1 3. This is matrix adjoint of certain matrix P. Then possible values of determinant of P, determinant of the matrix P. Once adjoint of certain matrix P is 3 by 3 ordered, of course P is given as 1 4 4 2 1 7 1 1 3. Adjoint of a matrix means once you replaced each and every element of the given matrix with their cofactors, the obtained matrix is called cofactor matrix. The transpose of cofactor matrix gives us adjoint. That is the adjoint of P. Cofactor means Cij. The cofactor of Aij, the element Aij is nothing but minus 1 whole power I plus j multiplied by the minor. Minor in the sense, once you eliminate ith row and jth column, the determinant of remaining submatrix is minor. Once you multiplied that minor with minus 1 whole power I plus j, you get the cofactor of the element Aij. This is the cofactor of element Aij. Suppose if you consider one, this position, this one. This is the element in third row, second column, third row, second column, third row, second column, cofactor of 1, cofactor of 1 here, this one. 3C2 is minus 1 whole power 3 plus 2 multiplied by minor. Minor means the determinant obtained by eliminating third row, second column. That means 1 4 2 7. This is minor. Minor of this element. This is minor of this element. Once you multiplied that minor with minus 1 whole power 3 plus 2 I plus j, you get minus 1 into 7 minus 8, which gives us 1. So, this is the cofactor of 1. Once you replace that element with that cofactor and eliminating by replacing each and every element with their corresponding cofactors, the obtained matrix is cofactor matrix. The transpose of cofactor matrix gives us adjoint. That is the adjoint matrix. Now, we know that from the properties of determinant, determinant of adjoint of P, determinant of adjoint of a matrix is det P whole power n minus 1, where n stands for order of the matrix 3 minus 1. Since P is 3 by 3 order matrix. Once P is 3 by 3 order, adjoint is also 3 by 3 order. Adjoint is 3 by 3, hence P is 3 by 3. So, determinant of adjoint of the matrix is determinant of that matrix whole power n minus 1. That is our formula. And of course, determinant of adjoint of P is det P whole power n minus 1. Here n is 3. This is our formula. That is equal to det P whole square. So, the determinant of this matrix gives us det P whole square. Therefore, det P whole square equal to determinant of adjoint P. Adjoint P means determinant of 1 2 1, 4 1 1, 4 7 3. Now, you can evaluate this determinant by transformations or straight away you can expand. Because the elements are simple values, you can expand straight away the determinant 1 into Eliminating first row and first column, we get 1, 7, 1, 3. I am evaluation expanding the determinant about first row. Similarly, minus 4 into eliminating first row and second column, the remaining determinant 2, 7, 1, 3. Plus 4 into eliminating first row, third column, the remaining determinant is 2, 1, 1. Once the elements are simple values here, you can straight away evaluate the determinant by expanding the determinant about any row or any column. So that we get 3 minus 7 here, minus 4 into 6 minus 7 plus 4 into 2 minus 1, that is minus 4. Here is plus 12, of course. This is 1, of course, 1 means 4. 4 into 1 plus 4. So, 4. Therefore, determinant of P is plus or minus 2. Plus 2 or minus 2. Once adjoint of P is given, then you can find the possible values of the determinant of P. Determinant of P is either 2 or minus 2, or the possible values of det P. It is an important formula. This one is an important formula. Determinant of adjoint of the given matrix is det A whole power n minus 1, where n is the order of the matrix. Similarly, another formula. Given determinant of adjoint of A, where A is n by n ordered matrix or 3 by 3 ordered matrix, is given as 81. And A is 3 by 3 order. Then find det A. Determinant of adjoint A is 81. A is of order 3 by 3. Then det A got 1. The same formula. Adjoint of A is det A whole power n minus 1. Here n is 3. Therefore, 81 equal to det A whole power 3 minus 1. So, 81 equal to det A whole square. Hence, det A takes the value plus or minus 9. In such a way, you can use this formula. Next problem. If A is 144, 217, 113, find determinant of A inverse. Determinant of A inverse. A is given, the matrix square matrix is third order square matrix. Then you have to find the determinant of A inverse. We know that determinant of A inverse is 1 by det A. 1 by det A. Determinant of A inverse is 1 by the determinant of A. Find the determinant of A. Once you find the determinant of A, you get the determinant of A inverse. So, det A is determinant of the given matrix 1 4 4 2 1 7 1 1 3. Because the elements are simple values here, you can straight away evaluate the determinant 1 into 3 minus 7 minus 4 into eliminating this row and column 6 minus 7 plus 4 into eliminating first row third column 2 minus 1. So, this is minus 4 and plus 4 plus 4, hence we get 12. Once det A is 4, so therefore determinant of A inverse is 1 by 4. The required value is 1 by 4. You need not go find A inverse here. Once you are familiar with this formula, you need not find A inverse to get the determinant of A inverse. Next problem. If alpha, comma, beta, gamma are the roots of real roots of ax cube plus bx plus q equal to 0. Once the cubic equation has 3 roots, real roots of course alpha, beta, gamma, then find the determinant of alpha, beta, gamma, alpha and gamma, alpha, beta. A simple application of determinants to quadratic equation or theory of equations. Alpha, beta, gamma are the real roots of this equation. Alpha, beta, gamma are the roots or the roots of cubic equation x cube plus px plus q equal to 0. In this cubic equation, there is no x square term. You can observe it. There is no x square term. Once in the cubic equation, if there is no x square term, sum of the roots must be is 0. So, therefore, sum of the roots alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus x square coefficient by x cube coefficient. This is our formula. Sum of the roots alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus of x square coefficient by x cube coefficient. But there is no x square term here. So that the x square coefficient becomes 0 by x cube coefficient is 1. So, alpha plus beta plus gamma is 0. That should be observed here. Now, with the help of this identity, you have to find, with the help of this relation, you have to find the determinant value. Now, consider the determinant. Alpha, beta, gamma, alpha, gamma, alpha, beta. Clearly, this is symmetric. Alpha, beta, gamma, alpha, beta. Adding these elements row wise, that means taking R1 goes to R1 plus R2 plus R3. I am adding all the elements of rows, corresponding elements of rows, and writing that value in R1. We get the determinant becomes alpha plus beta plus gamma, alpha plus beta plus gamma. Similarly, beta plus gamma plus alpha. Similarly, here alpha plus beta plus alpha, gamma plus alpha plus beta. The remaining 2 rows are as it is. as it is. Once you take that transformation, R1 goes to R1 plus R2 plus R3. The first row element becomes alpha plus beta plus gamma. Since alpha plus beta plus gamma is 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. Hence the determinant becomes 0, 0, 0. Beta, gamma, alpha, and gamma, alpha, beta. So if all the elements of a row are zeros, or if all the elements of a column are zeros, then the determinant value is 0 by the properties of determinant. Hence the required value is 0. A simple application of theory of equation and determinants. Next, problem. If the equation ax square plus 2bx plus c equal to 0 has equal roots, then value of delta, the determinant delta a b ax plus b c bx plus c ax plus b bx plus c 0 is. Here the options are positive, the determinant value is positive. Second one negative, third one 0, fourth one is none. Depends on A, otherwise depends on A, depends on the value. The determinant value is either positive or negative or equal to 0, or otherwise it depends only on A. So this is the question. Given ax square plus 2bx plus c equal to 0 has equal roots, that is our condition. Ax square plus 2bx plus c equal to 0 has equal roots. So the discriminant b square minus 4ac is, since they are equal roots, b square minus 4ac is 0. So discriminant is 0. That is, the discriminant is 2b whole square minus 4 into a is a here, c is c, equal to 0. B square minus 4ac, b instead of b here we have 2b. That is 4 into b square minus ac is 0. Therefore, b square equal to ac or b square minus ac equal to 0. Let it be 1. With the help of this relation, you have to evaluate this determinant. Now, delta is the determinant of a, b, ax plus b, b, c, bx plus c, ax plus b, bx plus c 0. Now try to make these two positions zeros. To make these two positions zeros, multiply the first column elements with x and add second column element to that one. Subtract that value from the third column. That means you have to take the transformation over R3 as R3 minus of x into over column wise C3 Ax plus b. Once you multiply this one with x and plus b, column wise, taking columns by transformation, C3 goes to C3 minus of x C1 plus C2. Now taking that transformation, we get the first two columns remain same because here C3 is taking the transformation over C3. The C3 is affected here. C3 minus of x C1 plus C2. X C1 plus C2 is Ax plus b. Once you subtract Ax plus b from Ax plus b, here we get 0. Similarly, bx plus c, this value, bx plus c. Once you subtract that value from bx plus c, you get 0. Here, 0 minus of multiply this one with x and add this one. Ax square plus bx plus c. The element of C3 minus x C1 plus C2. Multiplying this element with x, Ax square plus bx plus c. That is the determinant value. That is A, B, 0, B, C, 0, Ax plus b, bx plus c, and on simplification it is minus of Ax square plus 2bx plus c. Now evaluate the determinant. Now evaluate the determinant about the third column. Evaluating the determinant about third column, plus, minus, again plus. So minus of Ax square plus 2bx plus c. Eliminating this row and column, we get the remaining determinant as AB, BC, which is minus of Ax square plus 2bx plus c into AC minus B square. Taking minus to this factor, we get B square minus AC into Ax square plus 2bx plus c. But from the relation 1, B square equal to AC. Now from 1, B square equal to AC. So hence it becomes 0. Now from 1 it is 0. 0 into this value. 2bx plus c, which is 0 from 1. From the relation 1, B square equal to AC. Hence B square equal to AC means B square minus AC becomes 0. So the total determinant value becomes 0. So the required value is 0. You may ask such questions in competitive examinations. Next problem. if a square plus b square plus c square is minus 2 and fx is given by the determinant 1 plus a square x, 1 plus b square x, 1 plus b square into x, 1 plus c square into x, 1 plus a square into x, 1 plus b square x, 1 plus c square into x. Similarly, 1 plus a square into x, 1 plus b square into x, 1 plus c square x. Fx is given as a determinant, then degree of fx, the polynomial fx, degree of fx equal to degree of the polynomial fx. Once a square plus b square plus c square is minus 2, then degree of the polynomial given by the determinant. Okay. Let us consider fx 1 plus a square x, 1 plus b square into x, 1 plus c square into x, 1 plus a square into x, 1 plus b square x, 1 plus c square x, 1 plus a square into x, 1 plus b square multiplied by x, 1 plus c square x. Now, adding the elements column wise, suppose C1 goes to C1 plus C2 plus C3. C1 goes to C1 plus C2 plus C3. Adding the elements column wise here, 1 plus x plus x, so that we get 1 plus 2x. Next terms, a square x plus b square x plus c square x, that gives us a square plus b square plus c square x. This is 1 plus x plus x, 1 plus x plus x, 1 plus 2x. Moreover, a square x plus b square x plus c square x, hence a square plus b square plus c square x. I am writing sum of all the elements, column elements in column 1. Similarly, this one, adding this one, x here, 1 here, x. So, this is also 1 plus 2x plus a square plus b square plus c square x. Once adding this one, this is also 1 plus x, so that 1 plus 2x plus a square plus b square plus c square x. The column 1 elements or becomes 1 plus 2x plus a square plus b square plus c square into x. The remaining two columns are as it is, 1 plus b square x, 1 plus b square into x. Similarly, 1 plus c square into x, 1 plus c square multiplied x, 1 plus c square x. But a square plus b square plus c square is minus 2. Given a square plus b square plus c square is minus 2. Replacing a square plus b square plus c square with minus 2, we get 1 plus 2x plus minus 2 into x, 1 plus 2x minus 2 into x, 1 plus 2x minus 2 into x, 1 plus b square x, 1 plus b square x, 1 plus b square into x, 1 plus c square multiplied x, 1 plus c square multiplied x, and 1 plus c square x. This is 2x minus 2x cancel, 2x minus 2x cancel, 2x minus 2x cancel. The first column elements becomes 1, 1, 1 here. The first column elements becomes 1, 1, 1. Since this is obtained, since a square plus b square plus c square equal to minus 2, I am taking a square plus b square plus c square as minus 2 here. Now, the determinant becomes 1, 1, 1, 1 plus b square x, 1 plus b square x, 1 plus b square into x, 1 plus c square multiplied x, 1 plus c square multiplied x, 1 plus c square x. Now make these two positions 0 and evaluate the determinant about first column. To make these two positions zeros, take R2 as R2 minus R1, R3 as R3 minus R1. Row wise, I am taking row wise. R2 minus R1 becomes, in the row, first row elements are unaffected. The second row becomes R2 minus R1, that is 0. 1 plus b square x minus b square. Hence, we get 1 minus x. B square x can get cancelled. And 1 plus c square x minus of 1 plus c square into x is 0. Similarly, R3 minus R1, 1 minus 1, 0. Subtracting these two, 0. Subtracting these two, we get 1 minus x. 1 minus x. This is our determinant. Now evaluate expanding the determinant about first column. 1 into 1 minus x, 0, 0, minus 0 into this, plus 0 into this. The two terms becomes 0. So the total value is 1 minus x whole square by evaluation of this 2 by 2 determinant. Hence, the required determinant, once a square plus b square c square plus c square is minus 2, is 1 minus x whole square. So degree of fx is clearly 2. Therefore, degree of fx is 2. This is our problem. Next, find determinant of secant square theta. Tan square theta 1, tan square theta, secant square theta minus 1, 12, 10, 2. Find determinant of secant square theta, tan square theta 1, tan square theta, secant square theta minus 1, 12, 10, 2. Just apply transformations to evaluate this determinant using trigonometric identities. We know that secant square theta minus tan square theta, 1 plus tan square theta. From the trigonometry, 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta. Hence, secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1, or tan square theta minus secant square theta is minus 1. So, to get this formula, you can subtract these two, secant square theta minus tan square theta, which gives us 1. Similarly, tan square theta minus secant square theta is minus 1, it becomes minus 1. So that apply C1 minus C2, C1 column wise transformations, C1 minus C2. So that we get secant square theta minus tan square theta here, tan square theta minus secant square theta here, and 12 minus 10 here. And similarly, apply, because it is fixed, this one is fixed, it is unaltered. Add C3 to C2. Add C3 to C3. C3 becomes C3 plus C2. Because it is unaffected, you can add this to this one, column to this one. So, we get 1 plus tan square theta and secant square theta minus 1 here, minus 1 plus secant square theta. Adding these two, 12. So that straight away you get this one. Otherwise you take, no need of taking this transformation. Take this transformation. C3 goes to C3 plus C2. So that we get secant square theta, tan square theta, 12 here. Okay. Now clearly the determinant becomes secant square theta, tan square theta. 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta again, and tan square theta, secant square theta. Secant square theta minus 1 is tan square theta clearly, and 12, 10, this is 12. These two columns are equal, hence the determinant is 0. The required determinant is 0. Just adding these two columns, 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta. Secant square theta minus 1 gives us tan square theta. 10 plus 2 gives us 12. Hence, straight away you can get 0 as the determinant value. Next, problem. If A, B, C are distinct non-zero numbers, and different, distinct means different, non-zero numbers, and delta equal to, the determinant is delta equal to BC, CA, AB, CA, AB, BC, AB, BC, CA equal to 0, then 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C is 0. The second option is 1 by A plus 1 by B minus 1 by C is 0. The third option is 1 by A minus 1 by B plus 1 by C 0. And the fourth option is 1 by A minus 1 by B minus 1 by C is 0. Okay. ABC are distinct non-zero numbers. ABC are non-zero and different. And given delta is 0, where delta is the determinant BC, CA, AB, CA, AB, BC, AB, BC, CA is 0. In such case, what relation follows here? Delta equal to 0 implies determinant of BC, CA, AB, CA, AB, BC, AB, BC, CA is 0. Taking ABC common from the first row and ABC from the second row, from ABC from the third row, taking ABC common from row 1, row 2, row 3. Taking ABC as common from row 1. Here we get 1 by A. ABC, ABC, ABC 3 times. So, in first row taking ABC as common, we get 1 ABC. In second row taking ABC as common, we get ABC whole square. And ABC common from the third row, we get ABC whole cube. So, that determinant becomes ABC whole cube. It becomes 1 by A, 1 by B, 1 by C. Similarly, here 1 by B, 1 by C, 1 by A. Here 1 by C, 1 by A, 1 by B. Now that is ABC cube. Adding column wise, otherwise row wise. R1 goes to R1 plus R2 plus R3. We get ABC whole cube into adding row wise 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C. Similarly, 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C. 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C. The first row elements becomes 1 by A, 1 plus 1 by B plus 1. And 1 by B, 1 by C. The other two rows are unaffected. So, 1 by C, 1 by A, 1 by B. It becomes 0. Since ABC are non-zeros, it cannot be 0. A non-zero, B non-zero, C non-zero. So, ABC is not equal to 0. Hence, the determinant is 0. That is, from row 1 taking A here, 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C as common. We get 1, 1, 1. 1 by B, 1 by C, 1 by A, 1 by C, 1 by A, 1 by B is 0. Since ABC is non-zero, ABC is non-zero, it cannot be 0. So that this factor may be 0. Clearly, this factor may be 0. So that implies 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C is may be 0. Or this determinant may be 0. 1, 1, 1. 1 by B, 1 by C, 1 by A. 1 by C, 1 by A, 1 by B is 0. From the given options, it is clear that 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C is 0. Because this is not 0, this is not 0, because A, B, C are non-zero. A, B, C are not positive here, but they are non-zero. Hence, this value may be 0. 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C may be 0. Otherwise, or one more value, the determinant must be 0. Hence, the required option is 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C is clearly 0. Determinant of 0, sin theta, cos theta, minus sin theta, 0 and 4. This is minus cos theta minus 4, 0 equal to the determinant of 0, sin theta, cos theta, minus sin theta 0, 4, minus cos theta minus 4, 0. Clearly, let A equal to the determinant, the matrix A is defined with the elements 0, sin theta, cos theta, minus sin theta 0, 4. It is a matrix, hence I am writing the elements in the given elements of the determinants are taking as elements of the matrix. Let that matrix be A. Clearly, this is of order 3 by 3. Moreover, here A transpose. What is A transpose? 0, sin theta, cos theta, and minus sin theta 0, 4, and here minus cos theta and minus 4, 0. Taking minus common from all the elements of this matrix, minus 1, 2, 0, sin theta, cos theta, minus sin theta minus cos theta 0, 4, it becomes minus 4, 0, hence minus 1 into A. So, A transpose equal to minus A. Here A transpose equal to minus A. Therefore, A is skew symmetric of order 3 by 3. That is odd order. Odd order. The determinant of skew symmetric matrix of odd order is always 0. By that property, therefore, that A is clearly 0. Since A is skew symmetric of order odd order 3, that A equal to 0. Hence, the determinant is 0, because the matrix considered that was considered with the help of the elements of the determinant is a skew symmetric of odd order, hence the determinant is 0. That is the concept here. This concept is also important one. By observation, you can take the given determinant as matrix and observe that the matrix is skew symmetric, because Once you observe the diagonal elements, all the diagonal elements are zeros. If all the diagonal elements are zeros, observe whether it is skew symmetric or not. That is the concept here. Once it is skew symmetric of odd order, then its determinant is 0 clearly. If delta of x is 1 x x plus 1, 2x x into x minus 1, x into x plus 1, 3x into x minus 1, x into x minus 1, x minus 2, and the third element of third row is x square minus 1. Then delta at x equal to 100. Delta is a function of x here. Now you have to find the delta value, the determinant value at x equal to 100. So evaluate the determinant at first and put x equal to 100. So delta x is, the given determinant is 1 x x plus 1, 2x x into x minus 1, x into x plus 1, 3x x minus 1, x into x minus 1 into x minus 2, x into x square minus 1 here. Clearly you can take x minus 1, okay, you can take x as common here from the second row, x into x minus 1 common from the third row, taking x common from R2, x into x minus 1 common from R3. The determinant becomes, the first row is 1 x x plus 1 itself, taking x as common from the second row we get 2, here we get x into x minus 1 as common, x into x minus 1, 1 x x plus 1, 2 x minus 1 here, x plus 1 here, and 3 here, x minus 2, taking x and x minus 1 as common, x minus 1 as common, x minus 1 as common, we get x plus 1 here. That is x into x square into x minus 1 into determinant of, again taking x plus 1 common from the third column, taking x plus 1 common from C3, we get x plus 1 into, the determinant becomes 1 2 3, x x minus 1 x minus 2 1 1 1. That gives us x square into x minus 1 into x plus 1, x square minus 1, and apply the transformations to make these two elements zeros. For that, take R2 goes to R2 minus R1 and R3 goes to R3 minus R1. Taking R2 minus R1 and R3 minus R1, the first row elements are unaffected. 2 minus 1 gives us 1. X minus 1 minus x gives us minus 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. 3 minus 1, 2. X minus 2 minus x. and minus 2. 1 minus 1, 0. Evaluating the determinant about third column. Expand the determinant about third column. Expand that about C3. We get 1 into the determinant 1 minus 1, 2 minus 2. 0 and 0, we get 0. That is x square into x square minus 1, of course, minus 2 minus of minus plus 2. So, which gives us x square into x square minus 1 into 0. That gives us 0. So, whatever may be the value of x, whatever may be the value of x, the determinant becomes 0. Delta x is 0. So, therefore, delta x is 0 for all x. For all x values, the determinant is 0. Hence, delta at 100 is also 0. Delta at 100 is also 0. Okay. We will do some more problems related to determinants in the next class. Thank you.